What's good, bruh? Win, what's good, man? Shit, man. You know I'm Haitian, man, so I'm to play some shit. What's good though, man? Nigga Wayne, what's up, bruh? Good to see you, my guy. Wayne. Yeah, man, I'm glad you're here, brother. Like I said, I don't be having no set time when I'm gonna go live. But you see the title, bruh. Everybody pretty much got the YouTube streets trending about the Department of Education. I'm doing great, man. I just been on my rituals and shit today, Wayne. Ain't even gonna cap, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been on. How about you?
Don't worry about the driving. The thoughts. Look at your pace.
Some commercials coming in pretty fast. I need to set the mood, Wayne. Oh shit, okay. Headed to the city of Los Angeles. Okay. My pops just moved out here from LA, man. My pops been in LA for about 30, 20, 25 years. He just retired from the military, so he's back on the East Coast now. Setting the mood, Wayne. Don't get scared, bro. Don't let me scare my boy. I'll get started in a minute, Wayne. I just feel like I gotta get the mood right, get the spirit right, bro. What's good, man? Yo, see the title. Every nation has the 6th-gen fighter jets. I might have to look into the F-47. Yeah, bro. Because listen, this F-47 allegedly has reverse engineering, bro. You know what reverse engineering is, don't you, Wayne? Yes, sir, man. I got kind of a headache, bro. Yeah, so my eyes are sensitive to light right now, man. I'm gonna play something for you, bro. The Don made a national address today. Now I got to play the Don. Check this out. I got you, Wayne. Check this out. I'm gonna let your boy tell you first, and then I'll chime in.
We've got an app that we can show customers these different technologies and help them make that choice and then be on their way.
So that, to me, it's very exciting, and it's been received very well. So I just wanted to tell you about the student loans and special needs. But we're here for a reason today that is very exciting, and I'm thrilled to announce that at my direction, the United States Air Force is moving forward with the world's first 6th-generation fighter jet. Number 6th generation. Nothing in the world comes even close to it. And it'll be known as the F-47, the general's picked the title. And it's a beautiful number, F-47. It's something the likes of which nobody has seen before in terms of all of the attributes of a fighter jet. There's never been anything even close to it, from speed to maneuverability to what it can have to payload. And this has been in the works for a long period of time. After a rigorous and thorough competition between some of America's top aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, it was highly competed for. There's a lot of competition, generals, and it's been going on for a long time. Very, very tough competition, but this plane is produced numbers that nobody's ever seen before. The F-47 will be the most advanced, most capable, most lethal aircraft ever built. An experimental version of the plane that has secretly been flying for almost 5 years, and we're confident that it massively overpowers the capabilities of any other nation. There's no other nation. We know every other plane. I've seen every one of them, and it's not even close. This is the next level. Level 5 is good. This is level.
Hey! What's going on? Hey, Mr. DJ, play that song. What's up, fam? Make life make sense. What's good, girl? Good to see you, man. You see the title, man. It's playing the Don right now. Say what's up, make life make sense. Wade, my boy Wayne in here, make life make sense. Good to see y'all, man.
47 is equipped with state-of-the-art stealth technology. It's virtually unseeable and unprecedented power at the most power any jet of its kind ever made. Maneuverability likewise is there's never been anything like it, despite the
Yes,
power
sir,
and
Wayne.
speed. Its speed is top. So, over two, which is something that you don't hear very often. America's enemies will never see it coming. Hopefully, we won't have to use it for that purpose, but if that happens. And if it never happens, they won't know what the hell hit them. A new fleet of these magnificent planes will be built in the air during my administration over the next couple of years. It's ready to go. They've already built much of what has to be built in terms of production, including the sheds. Will ensure that the USA continues to dominate the skies. We've given an order for, we can't tell you the price because it would give way to some of the technology and some of the size of the plane, good size plane. This contract also represents a historic investment in our defense industrial base, helping to keep America at the cutting edge of aerospace and technology. Our allies are calling constantly. They want to buy them also. Will certain allies will be selling them, perhaps toned down versions. We like to tell them.
Okay, make life make sense.
Which probably makes sense because someday maybe they're not our allies. But I would like to ask Secretary Except who's doing a fantastic job. He's really been very inspiring in so many ways. And I must say that before he speaks, we have had record people wanting to join our military in the last 2.5 months, literally since this, I think probably since the election, November 5th, but especially since we came to office and since I announced Pete. He's young, he's smart, he's strong, he loves it, and they love him. But we've had record numbers of people wanting to join our military. Now, if you go back 6 months, it was the exact opposite. You had record numbers of people not wanting to join the military. Now you have record numbers of people wanting to be in our military. And that's a great, that shows you we're really on the right track. So, Pete, maybe say a few words. Sure. Well, Mr. President,
Check this dude out.
this is a big day for our warfighters.
Yo, now I want you to check out what this dude say, Wayne, and look at this symbol right here. You see that? You see that gold globe looking thing with the thing in the middle? What I've been talking about on all these lives, the atom, right? And how the atom has the electrons, neutrons, and protons that orbit around it. Don't that look like an atom? Look at it. Look at that. Look at that thing. They made sure they showed that that thing is essential. That cube, that computer chip, that cube in the middle of that. Get a good look of it. It's gold and black. What I've been telling you about melanin. I'm talking about conductors of electricity. Based on the record number enlisted, they're joining to secure the border absolutely against illegal aliens. Yeah, I see it. Yes, sir, bro. I'm just taking a brief pause for a minute, man. HBCU from Virginia, they made it to the NCAA tournament, man. So even if they get their ass dogged, I still want to check on that right. Wow. Boeing can't keep a plane. There you go. That's why I fuck with you, make life make sense. Keep that energy. Don't you go nowhere. Cause we about to talk about it. You know, they was just in a lawsuit because of that shit, all them people they killed. All the people they killed. And guess who bailed them out like how we bailed out the banks? The government. Because this shit been in the works 5 years. Yes, make life make sense. That's why I fuck with you. That right there. That is the reason why. Yes, man.
Healthy neighbors, that's my favorite part of the job.
Well, you can get it once in a while.
हमारा जाने target is to
Damn game start in 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Yeah, man. Norfolk State, man. The HBCU and it's a tournament in the NCAA called the MEAC. Like get something. Anyway, HBCU made the NCAA tournament, man. So I'm going to support. But what's good with y'all, man? But yeah, so let's get back on this Trump shit right quick. Make life make sense. You hit the nail right on the head, girl. They cannot keep a plane in the air. So how in the hell did they get that contract? Hmm? Hmm?
Forty-six people. This morning, Boeing has agreed to plead guilty to a single felony charge related to the crashes.
I hear that.
Charge
I
conspiring
ain't
with the
showing it
federal
because I don't want to get
Boeing confirmed overnight it had
Sure.
reached the plea deal with the Justice Department. The deal already, though, drawing reaction.
Victim families feel like Boeing is getting off easy.
Court documents indicate Boeing would pay an additional $235 million fine and be required to invest more than $455 million in compliance and safety programs. What the plea deal does not demand is legal accountability for the many lives lost. A faulty flight control system called MCAS was implicated in both deadly crashes. A multi-billion-dollar settlement in 2021 allowed Boeing to avoid prosecution, but last month, prosecutors accused the company of breaching that agreement. Tonight, pushback came swiftly from the victims' families who had chanted shame at the CEO, and their lawyers blasted what they call a sweetheart deal.
346 people died in those.
346 people died, yo. 346 people died from Boeing engines. 737, 747 going down. They've been going down for a minute. Other countries where they make planes, they're going down. This shit crazy, bro. And that nigga, Donald Trump felt comfortable saying that shit too. When he said Boeing, I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting here thinking like, bro, I know he just said Boeing. Man, the government do not give a fuck about us, man. And then like it was some competition, wasn't it? It was no, it won't. Y'all need to stop, man. So now we're about to get into the technology phase. What makes these jets so elite? What makes these jets so much faster? What makes these jets to be able to not be detected by radar? And he said they've been flying and testing these motherfuckers for 5 years. Bullshit. Been way long. You've been seeing this shit in the air. But yo, I'm telling you, man, what Donald Trump is on, that's foul, yo, for using Boeing, yo. Boeing been crashing all these current 346 people. That's just one, man. They done killed 346 people. That's sad, bro. How Donald Trump gonna fix his mouth to tell me and be proud of they responsible for these F-47s? How can they be able to be undetectable to radar, man? How can they be 20 times faster than the last jet put out? It's because of reverse engineering. So you're like, okay, Mr. Lister, what do you mean reverse engineering? Taking technology that was broken and literally putting it back together and putting your name on it and say I invented it. Using your technology as a base. Because he's saying these airplanes can do shit that has never been done by any plane by a mile. This is a whole generation better. And he planned on selling this same plane, but he's saying at 10% less of the capabilities. That ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers plan on selling this shit, man. That's fucked up. You sell weapons so other countries can have it, so they can rule less than people. Not so they can fight threat too. That's bullshit, man. This whole shit bullshit, bro. I don't fuck with none of this political shit, bro. After what I just heard, people going crazy because of the Department of Education. Man, fuck that. Our military. What the fuck going on, man? Where it's literally all about the money, bro. And we'll do anything. We'll sell. Everything's for sale in America, bro. That's the fucking problem. Everything is for sale. reverse engineering. This technology is not from this earth. When you can be able to not be detected by radar, this shit we've been flying around the air, that's them been flying this shit around. And they want to tell us because of how it moves and what it's capable of is not like a jet. It's reverse engineered from something else that they brought down that crashed. You ever heard of Roswell, Mexico, Area 51? That's real. That's a real place, and that's a real military base that's restricted. Roswell, Mexico. Trying to catch this game for real, y'all. State done down made history. I went live and realized, I'm like, oh shit, bro. Now HBCU about to play in the damn NCAA tournament. And I appreciate y'all. Shit. About the damn game about to start. Hell yeah, man. Shit. Donald Trump, man. That shit he pulled today, that's a bunch of baloney and malarkey, man. For real, bro. Ain't no way you can justify to me that a company that killed 346 people that settled in a settlement is gonna be the main one, well shit, are gonna be the architects of this new fighter jet, bro. That's laughable, man. Are they the only ones who fucking make jets? Yeah. They the only one who make jet engines? He up there looking around talking about to the side. There was a lot of competition. No, it won't. He ain't even name no other company. At least try to convince me there was some competition, bro. And Donald, I can tell you what, this shit better be a drone. This shit better not be like unmanned, bro. You better not tell me you got fighter pilots flying this shit. Much as much as Boeing engines go down, bro. Oh man, $1 billion lawsuit, bro. They settled that. 346 people died. That's a lot of people, man. And the numbers are way more for other flights that have crashed due to their engines, man. We probably got about 1,000 people there. Why them motherfuckers can't get it right? Oh shit. Norfolk State got 2. The Gators got 3. This shit, man. I might have to get down find the game and do some commissary. Commentary. I said commissary. I mean commentary. Motherfuckers made history, man. Let's see.
ask a doctor about thyroid, but I'm prescribed diet disease.
Four.
Well, bro, you mentioned it.
I like synchronicity in numbers, man. Like 654. That's the language of God, man. Numbers. Yeah. I like synchronicity in numbers, man. That's God language. 654. See how long it stay? That's how you're able to bend time in your reality, manifest your reality. Like that. See? See how long it stay? Yo, we're gonna try to find this game, man.
Confluence is the
So many commercials.
Here's Mark rolling the right short corner. Well, floated for Condon high on the right. Playing for Clayton. He jumps for three. Can't shoot. No good left wing. Rebound Condon. Playing back Richard. Right wing triple. Around it up. Kendall one rebound is found by the day. So look, Norfolk State is going to have a difficult time barricading Kendall at 6'10", 260.
Well, and a big part of it too is that everyone's extended on the perimeter.
Found the game, y'all. Found it. I ain't gonna show it though. We're gonna listen to it.
Rolling dribble by Richard with an for Clark. He runs right into a Norfolk State defender. His runner above the foul line, no good. Rebound Chinilu, second chance is there. Crawls up in front of the rim and through for Ruben Chinilu, and it's 7-2, Florida 3 minutes in.
Off that possession, the penetration by Florida forced the thing to come out, and that continued open on the inside.
The bad news is they run the weave through more. It's in Garden on the right side. Scoops and dribble left to the left. Big shot is brewing back at him by Chinilu, who stares it down on the floor. Clayton drops it off right lane. Martin shuts it back for Clayton. He pierces the lane. Leaves it for Condon. To Chinilu. And a left-handed thunder strike. Clayton makes it 9-2. Damn. Working the dribble, line right to the lane, floater over Chinilu, dances off the rim, Chinilu, and golfs out the rebound, swallows it for dinner. Push ahead for Martin left of the circle, and then for Condon in the post, trying to pass out of it on the reversal. Right side three in the air, Richard goes up. Offensive rebound, Condon taps it to himself. They'll replay it to him down low, going across the way for Chinilu, and it's out of bounds. It will go to Norfolk State for exactly 4 minutes in, and the Gators are doing exactly what they did.
Turnover bounce, quick behind the back, continue
Yeah.
interior.
Yeah, man. When you talking about D1 Division I basketball, man.
Time out of the court, sponsored by Rocket, Own the Dream. Florida 9, Norfolk State 2, 4 minutes in. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Synchronicity again.
Actually, the root causes may be different than you think.
We're at the school. Affordable housing for everyone.
That prevents child abuse and access to healthcare in the community prevents child abuse too.
Yo. Getting back to the damn Donald Trump shit. My bad. Getting back to the Donald Trump shit, yo. That shit is highly disappointing, yo. This motherfucker using goddamn Boeing company, make life make sense. Hit the nigga on the head, bro. Reverse engineering, y'all. That's all it is. Extraterrestrial technology. Yeah. They just got the okay to do it. Damn commercials, man. God dang.
Your home for the national championship. Number 2, Florida, 4 minutes in. Let's get the tournament sponsored by Monster.com. Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. Monster.com provides great coaching and millions of job openings. Get off the bench, go to Monster.com today. Both teams conference tournament winners, Norfolk State and Indiana, Florida, in the SEC is out as checked into the ball game.
What's good, y'all? I'm gonna talk about Donald Trump in a minute, but the HBCU done made the NCAA tournament, man. I gotta support the HBCU. But welcome, yo. Big up. Norfolk State from Virginia and down Florida.
Walks into the Mark Madden logo. 2 hits of pass to Denzel Aberdeen, who turned up the offense recently. So here for Norfolk State. Out pushes right corner Aberdeen. Tries the back door. Now see around the arm it goes Clayton. Holding the ball over.
God damn, this shit about to be ugly. Damn.
He just reached up to even, and it was dead central all net. 12-2 and a 4-point try.
Damn, bro. This shit ain't looking good. You can see who the smallest school already, bro. God damn.
We were talking here, bro. It feels like you're never going to lose again. Second thought of 4. Free throw is good. So it's a 4-point play, and it's 2 personal fouls on Norfolk State's best offensive play.
Damn.
So he is out there. Jones comes in, a 4th-year player with Norfolk State, who had a season-ending injury last year. He's staring beyond as Denzel Aberdeen waves off the screen. Now he uses it to the right. They'll switch.
Hey, hi, Mr. Lister. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing okay. Hey, I'm doing good, TD. What's good? What's goody? What's goody? Thank you for the black heart. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? What's going on? Hey, happy Friday, Tiff. How you doing, Tiff? Man, it's good to see you, man. Yo, you know the damn HBCU Norfolk State, they made the NCAA tournament, man. They ain't doing too good right now, but
it's all net. 1 for 2 for Tyrell Clayton for Norfolk State. It's a 10-point game. Norfolk State made his first shot and missed 7.
What's going on, Tip?
Clayton at a double team. That's Purdy across the way. The front court right. Clayton at an angle right.
Welcome. Already had a good day, Tip. Wayne, if you're in here, man, say what's up to Tip.
Clayton for 3. He's already bidding.
Wayne. Life makes sense. She had to go check up on a FedEx package, too.
The for games in a ranking scoop is there for 2 for Norfolk State.
Norfolk State has been bringing full court pressure. On a 1-2-2, they dropped back to zone some, and they've also dropped back and gotten back into your man coverage.
Layton bluffed it, reset inside a little bit, got fouled again on a 3-point play. This time, Jaylani Darden standing over his seated body. 3 free throws again for Clayton.
And that's the
Dang.
thing. So one was the 4-point play. This time doesn't get the shot off. He just the line for 3 shots. Just come out. He's the key to this offense. Very highly powered for Florida, and now he's been able to post this field and been impressive on the
First free throw 3 is good. 17-5 Florida. Later on, we'll select the smart coaching move of the day sponsored by O'Reilly Auto. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. If the parts and service you need fast, from the professional parts people, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Second one.
Man, this shit looking crazy, bro. This shit.
He was a
Florida got 19, Norfolk State got 5.
Believe it with his build? Of course you would. Very barrel tested, kind of low center of gravity, 3 for 3 fly.
with how quickly and powerfully he's been moving, I believe that he's throwing
Too much money.
to himself.
Hey, hi Tiffany, welcome. Glad to see you. That's right, Wayne. That's good. I'm doing well, thank you. The game got you in the edge of your seat. Yeah, and not for the right reasons.
Wow. What?
Out here talking to my neighbors. Oh, okay. That's a bet, Wayne. I appreciate you showing tips of love, man.
Coming in that right side, doing the lane, getting to the block.
Yeah, I'm about to stop watching this game. This damn 5-22.
Scores. 22-5 Florida. We were talking yesterday about being a Tebow fan. Growing up in Pennsylvania, he had a Gator lunchbox. He literally been dreaming this moment his entire life.
And where I come from, love Penn State, love Penn first, and I feel like the Gator colors.
And the right choice at the right time right now. Field drive the baseline and take it away by Mount. This is what Mount St. Mary did doing it too, was turn it over and they hung around stuff. How can they not missing about off the hand of Darden for Norfolk State? 13-13 in the first, 22-5 Florida.
Dang. 22-5.
The Gators have just won. Vermont,
Glad to see you too, Win.
Bruce Clayton now out for Aberdeen. Alzar in the corner, sees it down low, and blocking the 7-foot right scores on the Norfolk State welcome mat that's been very unwelcome. 24-5.
Handoff can't get a rip that pass right through the hands of the Norfolk State player.
Now Clayton picks up a loose ball on a foul on the Eagles drive. So the foul against the Gators is number 2.
Damn.
It goes against Aberdeen. It's first.
I'm pretty sure my dad is feeling like you right now, Mr. Lister, watching the game. Yeah, man. What to watch though, man. Dang. Norfolk State got 5. Florida got 24.
Step back 3 right lane, no good for Jones. Layton sends the rebound to himself, cycles through the lane and gets fouled. That's a whirling derby. Layton, though, playing with good energy. He'll go to the free throw line. 5 years at Ryder, his first college basketball season, 2019 with the Fox out in New Jersey. And Layton will go to the free throw line. He's a beanstalk, isn't he?
Beanstalk, but I don't know what the beanstalk is that big too.
They can do.
Well, because he's looking strong too. I think the beanstalk being lighter.
Who's wearing green? So, yeah. Free throw good, 24-6. The deep
24-6. Got something going.
Very good for exceptional offer on deep go anywhere to anything SUVs. And let them ride and like time. Second one, Rainbow is up a good 2 for 2 for Clayton. Florida will have the ball up on 17.
I think that's.
Oh, right. The Magic Bees. Florida hounded in the backcourt. It is Aberdeen got 1 second across at 2. He fires it for Richard on the left side in front of Robert Jones and Oregon State head coach. Cycle around the reversal for Elijah Martin. He's back there down the corner. I've got points for 3. For Clouser. Skip past Aberdeen, Pierce the 11. Rookie scoop is feathery and good shots. Slung it in there. 26-7 Florida lead.
Well, the Hawkins really done a good job of with the zone and Norfolk State continues to play. It's still setting screens on inside players to be driving.
Damn, man.
Florida's got basically what.
Norfolk State ain't down, man.
Taken by Martin. They'll throw it into the backcourt. He established to the front court. Aberdeen trucking down the line. His shot no good. Chimula wrestled it away. Still ripping away. It's like trying to roll a big. And now Apollo has to step in between. Chimula puts his hands in the air and he walks out of the trouble before he ends up,
The Elijah Martin pulls him out of trouble.
Yeah.
We don't have time for this. Let's keep it moving. Big guy.
I mean, Chimula is just so tough to deal with for the SEC, let alone a 16. So, timeout. Score forward.
Damn, let alone a 16 seed. Damn.
First half. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament. NCAA radio network.
Damn.
Welcome to Honors. What are you working on today?
Damn, Norfolk State. Well, I'll check on you every now and then. Yo, Donald Trump ain't worth a damn, yo. He's not. He ain't, y'all. Wayne Tip. This motherfucker even booming. I just played y'all a lawsuit where the damn plane brought down 346 people. That's the people who got the contract to make this new F-47, man. That's why I said this shit, it better be some drone shit. I hope this shit don't have no fighter pilots. I don't think it do. I think with the technology, they drones. Dang. That shit great. I know this shit full of shit. All right, boo-boo. All right, boo-boo. $7-11. That's the time, bro. It's pretty cool.
26-7, Florida with the lead there. Side seat in Raleigh. Yeah, win again for your business with Ranger. That's the keep your operations going. You call one like Ranger.com. 7 before we go. Half number one, because it's still huddling here. Or it's even 25th and 60th. Looking to make a run here under Todd Golden. They got here 102 to 100 by Colorado, but so far in this game, Florida has been overwhelming.
Overwhelming, I think, in many ways, that's what they know. The size, the perimeter play, inside, outside, all of it. They also been out for this Norfolk State team, what they've done defensively as investigators has shown them different looks. I think a lot of them early on in this first half of the year, to come at this disruptive defense that Norfolk State has been. There's so much of their skill, so much of their versatility.
We have upset on that rebound Blue and Jones. Jones ended up on the ground. Blue blocked Jones and he got that on. So they'll offset Norfolk State on the ball. So 2000.
Damn. Norfolk State got 9.
Florida, good. On that the fourth quarter. Fields into the front court.
man. 26. Oh, shit.
Tyrell waiting for two more. He's not worried about four.
No, and he's acting how he did. For his teammates with that
To go first half. 26-9, Florida with the lead. Post right. Step through. Look at four. Cloud Zip it quickly for Mark. That sort of cut for Condon. Whip it left. Aberdeen sprints for three and swirls it down. That was mesmerizing passing by the Gators by 20.
Get every point of score, fish with Condon at the right block, getting it all the way to the opposite.
I was there with that shoulder. Whipping it with the right hand around the yard. Here's a 3-set shot field right wing no good. Rebound for Aberdeen, weak side for Florida. Hit Mark racing into the front court. Lost the dribble, got it back. Sing it for Aberdeen, who goes crossover on the dribble. Skip it left, Martin for three. Front iron, no dice. Rebound for North State. Jones.
Oh, shit. What Atlanta? They got double digits. Oh, shit.
Or you can remember that for a while. Terrence Jones for two. Great.
And you see that you come out back scoreless game, that's a big time crossover that creates space for the
Survey the zone. He scores and about completely undeterred. There was no one else on the highway. And he'll go to the free throw line up 31-11.
Dang.
Later on, we'll see the game sponsored by Old Spice. Keep places beyond your pits. Yes, sir. This is covered with total body deodorant. 24/7 freshness from pitch to toe.
Yeah, damn. Norfolk State getting their ass whipped, man. It seems like they're hanging in there, though. Playing hard.
32-11.
Norfolk State at HBCU, man. Made the NCAA tournament, man. Gotta support.
Circle down the lane instead of foul line jump is no good. Go off of it. Norfolk State. Looking down at the ground, if there are answers there. Something like that. That's just the possession you would want to be explosive. You know?
Hey, that's what it's all about, especially for people like
Hope y'all good, though, man. Happy Friday to y'all.
Baseline. Parachuted all the way back at the left side. He's up the dribble, driving the handlock, down the lane, inside, down to miss the air ball. Not in the defense, he had to duck on the pass parallel to it. Left side, Aljar, trying to tuck it into the post. He will do that. Handlock, spins it right after. Rolling with the left foot, floated out for handlock, back to Aberdeen. Top of the key, takes a high low. Hand off for Aljar. He bounces back for Condon, and that ball is kicked. And we've had 24 on the shot clock. Florida is as quick of a passing team in the country.
And a lot of people happen every time you see a player catch from Florida, but looking for where they're passing the game.
The handoff for Aljar. Up top, Water. Big sweep cross in the right corner. That three is down. Is the line to wide open baseline. To 11, Florida with the lead 49 in the first.
Damn.
Stalking the perimeter, blocks it through Myers on the right side. Regard Northern State spread line without a moving scorer with two fouls, more on the bench.
Oh, shit. Score two.
Myers tries to score on him, those last no dice, and the follow is up and good, and the foul.
Damn.
On the low right side, Caitlin Myers fighting hard for that rebound, 35-13.
The left down an excellent screen by Darden at the elbow that allowed Myers to turn the corner and come right up the gut of the lane. Initial shot goes through the stage with the play and picks up the foul.
Caitlin Myers has spent 2 years with UT Barton, who's Corpus Christi as well as a free throw 14 Florida over State, 82 in the first. Short. Rebound for Condon. He tracks it down. Another offensive rebound. Set up another three. Left side. Martin buries it again.
Damn.
Two in close range. 38-14.
Damn.
Two shooters. This team is scary when they are all silver.
And they continue to pass solid looks to get the best look possible out of this possession. I think they threw off this so special.
Right at circle three in the air, dangles off the rim for Arkansas State. That was the team with the miss, and here comes Florida. Step it into the corner. Up the circle.
Man, that shit about to be crazy.
Take it down the left side. Top cat, power dribble, hand walk, and elevates it, scores. Like a hand walk with his return from multiple surgeries last year after an SEC.
It's 40-14.
Will Richardson lays on that.
You can hear those cats. You know, they can zip through the air. There's Ings into the left side corner. That three from the man is too strong from the wing. Then ahead Richard, 47-footer. Rod lane feed. Martin dips in. Right hand score. Time out for mistake. The ball did not hit the ground from the other side to the right side.
Yeah.
The Gators are.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna play some Donald Trump. I gave him a chance. So if a miracle happened, if I miss it, I deserve it. But, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is copyright 607. Copyright disclaimer. Okay.
Overseas killed 346 people. This morning, Boeing has agreed to plead guilty. That charge, conspiring to defraud the federal government. Boeing confirmed overnight it had reached a plea deal with the Justice Department. The deal already, though, drawing reaction.
Victim families feel like Boeing is getting out easy.
Court documents indicate Boeing would pay an additional $235 million fine and be required to invest more than $455 million in compliance and safety programs. What the plea deal does not demand is legal accountability for the many lives lost. A faulty flight control system called MCAS was implicated in both deadly crashes. A multi-billion-dollar settlement in 2021 allowed Boeing to avoid prosecution, but last month prosecutors accused the company of breaching that agreement. Overnight, pushback came swiftly from the victims' families who had chanted shame at the CEO, and their lawyers blasted what they call a sweetheart deal.
346 people died in those two crashes. Therefore, a plea to manslaughter would be more fitting.
Boeing has come under increased scrutiny following a series of mishaps, including a door panel that blew off an Alaska Airlines MAX 9 flight mid-flight.
I remember that.
Boeing has committed to changes from the boardroom to the assembly line.
We have tried to look at literally everything we do to make certain that that can never happen again.
But those promises ring hollow for the grieving relatives who are calling for even more action.
I think that when people are not held accountable, you're setting a standard of what you can get away with.
Yeah, the families of those who died have filed an objection to the court overseeing the case. They want a judge to throw this plea deal out, just reject it out of hand.
All right, Tom Costello for us on that story. Tom, thank you. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday.
That's
at 11
crazy,
a.m.
yeah.
Eastern.
That's crazy. So I just showed you. These motherfuckers got all type of lawsuits for settlements. 346 bodies. That's just in 2 planes. 2 planes alone. So you got these motherfuckers building the F-47. I'm gonna let Trump tell you again. After what I just played you. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable.
Sure. Well, Mr. President, this is a big day. This is a big day for our country, a big. If you go back 6 months, it was the exact opposite. You had record numbers of people not wanting to join the military. Now, you have record numbers of people wanting to be in our military. And that's a really, that's a great, that shows you we're really on the right track. So, Pete, maybe say a few words. Sure. Well, Mr. President, this is a big day. Elements will be taken out of the Department of Education, and then all we have to do is get the students to get guidance from the people that love them and cherish them, including their parents, by the way, who will be totally involved in their education along with the boards and the governors of the states. And it's going to be a great situation. I guarantee that in a few years from now, I'm going to be around to see it, but I think we're going to see a lot of it. I think that you're going to have tremendous results. You're going to have results like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, a lot of the countries that do so well. I think you're going to have a lot of those results. If you look at Iowa and Indiana and Idaho, so many places that run so well. Florida, Texas, big ones. You're going to have great education, much better than it is now at half the cost. And we're not even doing it as a cost item, although you will save probably half, maybe more than that. And you're not going to be at the bottom of the list. You're going to be much higher. And maybe you'll be, I will guarantee some of the states will be at the top of the list. They'll be comparable or better than these number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries, the countries that are in the top 5 positions. So that's, to me, it's very exciting, and it's been received very well. So I just wanted to tell you about the student loans and special needs. But we're here for a reason today that is very exciting, and I'm thrilled to announce that at my direction, the United States Air Force is moving forward with the world's first 6th generation fighter jet. Number 6th generation. Nothing in the world comes even close to it. And it'll be known as the F-47, the generals picked the title. And it's a beautiful number, F-47. It's something the likes of which nobody has seen before in terms of all of the attributes of a fighter jet. There's never been anything even close to it, from speed to maneuverability to what it can have to payload. And this has been in the works for a long period of time. After a rigorous and thorough competition between some of America's top aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, it's highly competed for. There's a lot of competition.
What the fuck?
And
I'm running
for
back.
a long time. Very, very tough competition.
Talking about very tough competition. Line bitch.
And this has been in the works for a long period of time. After a rigorous and thorough competition between some of America's top aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, it's highly competed for. There's a lot of competition, generals, and it's been going on for a long time. Very, very tough competition, but this plane is.
What the fuck, man? How? How? So this letting me know right now. This is about. It's gotta be. This shit can't be flown by no man, bro. This shit gotta be a drone. And the technology that we're using lets me know that this shit comes from the quantum leap, the computer chip, the Willow chip. It's about AI. I'm almost willing to bet. Why he always make everything sound like it's going to be so great that we do so well. Because Tip, he says nothing well. He say that shit with no statistics, Tip. No numbers, no studies, none. Everything's gonna be so well. We gotta compete with China. You know, we're gonna do things we never did before. This plane is so great. This plane can do things. It can fly at speeds. It's strong. It's gonna be. This nigga used great and Boeing in the same sentence. I just showed y'all Boeing, all the lawsuits, settlements, man, all the bodies they done got dropped. That's why I'm mad. Exactly. Yeah, girl. Boeing. I was listening to that shit, bro. He said, boy, yeah, the contract has been awarded contract. I said, yo, this shit gotta be drones. Ain't nobody wanna die. Such a businessman. There you go. There you go, Tip. Yeah. So we talking about technology. Yeah. Check on the other state, man. They probably losing damn about like 50. Yeah.
Mention your names, please.
Commercial. They're losing by 30 still, 21-31. I hope it ain't no time out for the Gators, but shit, it's over. You know, I'm just glad they went though. The girls team probably do better though. That's who I think have more competition because they girls, I believe, made the NCAA tournament. Yeah, right on their head too. Business, like, so yeah, man. You talking about reverse engineering? Yeah, like oh, Owner of the war. What the fuck? Dang.
See that? Old school music, new age technology, though. Just part of the announcement today of the military's new fighter jet. The Pentagon awarding Boeing a $20 billion contract to manufacture and
$20 billion contract. What the fuck?
It will be known as the F-47.
It's a technology that's new, but it doesn't fly by itself. It flies with many drugs, as many as we want, and that's something that no other can do.
Announced today by the 47th president. It will replace Lockheed Martin's F-22 Raptor jet, which entered service nearly 20 years ago. The Air Force says it will cost less, be more technologically advanced. It's also viewed as essential to keep up with China. Joining me now is over Air Force Brigadier General.
Why do they pause every time they say China with that this?
In 30 different aircraft, including that F-22 I just mentioned. John, Brigadier General, thanks for being with us tonight.
Hey, make life make sense. Hey,
This thing is
welcome back.
$300 million a piece. It looks like we're probably going to get it in the next handful of years or so. Technology always advances, right? What's so good about this?
Yeah, the promise is that it will be a generational leap of capability, even ahead of that amazing F-22 Raptor.
How?
And that includes more lethality, more speed, more range, additional weapons, and we're looking forward to seeing this with a fleet of aircraft the president promised to be delivered before the end of this term.
Do we have a sense though of what it could do versus what we can't do now?
I think it's really a leap of all of the good attributes of something like an F-22 in a more demanding and challenging area. You look at the Western Pacific and the area around Taiwan as an example, an extremely dense set of threats that now we need a leap of technology to be able to overcome. And the promise is that the F-47.
That's the quantum leap I've been telling y'all about. You keep saying we need a leap of technology. Listen to the lingo. And this is a general.
Of all of the good attributes of something like an F-22 in a more demanding and challenging area. You look at the Western Pacific and the area around Taiwan as an example, an extremely dense set of threats that now we need a leap of technology to be able to overcome. And the promise is that the F-47 will give us that in the next 3 or 4 years.
So is this just a direct response to China? I guess one way to look at it, you know, we need to keep up our technology. The other way,
Why they keep talking about China?
we need to keep up with China. What is it?
Blake, this is something that's been on the drawing board for about a decade. And in fact, the president revealed today that we've been flying a prototype of this aircraft for the last 5 years. That means that we are trying to stay well ahead of any potential threat, whether it's China or someone else. And we are looking at our requirements in order to have the lethality anywhere on the globe and air dominance that we need. And this is not following China. This is setting a pace that China can't keep up.
You know, as I look at it, it's kind of a wild image to look at. Is that actually what it's going to look like?
Like, I don't know if we know. Obviously, we see that everything. We're not sure. And the thing that the president promised about this aircraft is that it would be the F-47, which would be a manned part of this platform, but it would then be incorporated into a family of systems of CCAs, or collaborative combat aircraft, which are autonomous drones that would be its wingmen, that would add to the lethality of the single man platform that you may or may not see peeking out of the hangar there.
So you bring up how it's manned, meaning that there's going to be a pilot or pilots in it. Elon Musk, and let's show the post real quick. Elon Musk has been saying recently, you know what? In this age of drones, crewed fighter jets, he says, are an inefficient way to extend the range of missiles.
Right, make life make sense.
A usable drone can do so without all the overhead of a human pilot. And then he went on to say, meanwhile, some idiots are still building manned fighter jets like the F-35. I heard Pete Hegseth say today, Brigadier General, that this is a gift for our kids, a gift for our grandkids. Who's right here, Hegseth or Musk?
Boy, I appreciate that Elon Musk is pitching into our national defense here. but the combination of the manned aircraft that is like the quarterback of the team that incorporates these unmanned aircraft gets the best of both worlds.
So you need more, is basically what you're saying.
Hegseth absolutely is right here as we balance the benefits of manned and unmanned in this teaming that is centered around an F-47.
Would you want to fly the thing?
Put me in, coach. I used to fly F-52s. I used to command Edwards Air Force Base, which is where they're going to test this thing. Give me a flight suit, and I'll take on anyone in the world.
Man, I would love to do it. I can only imagine. Brigadier General Tyler John Syker, thanks for being with us tonight. Fascinating to hear your perspective. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to
That's crazy, yo.
.com.
So this new F-47 is gonna be aided by drones that's attached to his wings. That's crazy. So that's why I'll be able to drop on a dime and raise up and down. That's crazy. This motherfucker using Boeing. God damn. That is killed 346 people, bro. And it was really still competition. Yo, space cup. Oh, they got body for real. You check it out, the score, y'all. This shit, I know this shit bad right now.
Our used car tent sales go.
$32, shit. 32 to down 53. That ain't bad shit. That's still like 20 points. You ain't doing bad as I thought. 29 points. North Carolina was down. They played Duke. They were down by 24 points and came back and won. I am at this point. Yes, girl. Popcorn. Get your popcorn, girl. Extra butter. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Same here, man. When you pointed that out, made sense about Boeing, yo. I was thinking the same thing. How you kill 346 people? That's just on 2 flights by themselves. All them settlements. Dang, man. Well, we're gonna finish the Trump shit first. It's all-
Very, very tough topic.
He's young, he's smart, he's strong, he loves it, and they love him, but we've had record numbers of people wanting to join our military. Now, if you go back 6 months, it was the exact opposite. You had record numbers of people not wanting to join the military. Now you have record numbers of people wanting to be in our military. And that's a really, that's a good, that shows you we're really on the right track. So, Pete, maybe say a few words.
Sure. Well, Mr. President, this is a big day. This is a big day for our warfighters. This is a big day for our country, a big day in the world. The name of this program is the Next Generation of Air Dominance. And Mr. President, because of your leadership, your clarity, America is going to have generations in the future of air dominance because of this 6th generation fighter. We've had the F-15, we had the F-16, the F-18, the F-22, the F-35. Now we have the F-47, which sends a very direct, clear message to our allies that we're not going anywhere, and to our enemies that we will be able to project power around the globe unimpeded.
Check out that symbol.
Mr. President, this is a gift.
Check out that shit on the
To
desk.
my kids and your kids, to my grandkids and your grandkids. This is a historic investment in the American military, in the American industrial base, in American industry that will help revive the warrior ethos inside our military, which we're doing, rebuild our military, which the previous administration did not do, by the way, Mr. President. They paused this program and were prepared to potentially scrap it. We know this is cheaper, longer range, and more stealthy. President Trump said we're reviving it and we're doing it. And then we are also going to reestablish deterrence. Under the previous administration, we looked like fools. Not anymore. President Trump has reestablished American leadership. The F-47 is part of it. And Mr. President, thank you for having the courage to do it and leading the way for all of us.
One of the things that I will say, but the generals are going to speak in just a couple of seconds, but this plane flies with drones. It flies with many, many drones, many as you want, and it's a technology that's new, but it doesn't fly by itself. It flies with many drones, as many as we want, and that's something that no other plane can do. So I'd like to introduce, if I might, Air Force Chief of Staff General David Alden, and also General Dale White, two incredible people that I've known over the years, but I got to know really well over the last few months. And would you say a few words, please, General?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, Mr. Secretary, thank you so much for your unwavering commitment to our military. I will say this is a big day. This is a big day for our United States Air Force as well. You know, air dominance is not perfect, but it's become synonymous with American air power. But air dominance needs to be earned every single day. And since the earliest days of air warfare, brave American airmen have jumped into their machines, taken to the air, and they cleared the skies. And whether that be clearing the skies so we can bring down destruction on our enemies from above, or we can clear the path for the ground forces below. To the fight, that's really been our promise to America. With this F-47 as the crown jewel in the next generation air dominance family of systems, we're going to be able to take that promise well into the future. I also want to thank everyone from industry and the government, our engineers, who have worked tirelessly on this program to bring it where we are right now today. This shows that American talent, American skill, and American determination are second to none, because this platform is second to none. So we believe that this provides more capability, more modernized capability in a way that is built to adapt. This, along with the collaborative combat aircraft the President talked about this is allowing us to look into the future and unlock the magic that is human machine teaming. And as we do that, we're going to write the next generation of modern air warfare. This enables us to do this. We should put this program together, puts more control in the hands of the government, so we can update and adapt at the speed of relevance, at the speed of technology, not at the speed of bureaucracy. This is more Air Force. This is more options for the President. We say that our mission in the United States Air Force It's the platform to win air power anytime, anywhere. If you want to go anywhere, you have to have a platform that gets you anywhere. This provides the president options from the very one end, which is response, and then we can get right back into fighting stance without having to deploy troops that are going to take maybe months and cost more lives. We can be back in fighting stance and anywhere restore that picture, all the way to decisive victory as part of a joint force that is the most lethal and capable military in the industry. That's what we provide now, and this allows us to provide into the future.
Wow.
More deterrence, more
crazy.
capability. It's what these strength looks like in the future, Mr. President. So we're very proud to do that, and all we can say is, on behalf of the United States Air Force, let's deliver.
Thank you, Jim. You like to say something?
That's right, I was double chief said this.
That's great. Thank you very much. Great work. We worked together long as.
See, they did it all right. We get by with a little help from our ET friends. There you go. And just like that, the U.S. is a powerhouse again. So weird. Thank you. And like you said, the dude asked, it just seemed like you just in competition with China. You feel me? You know what I mean? So what's going on? What the deal is, yo? I don't know. Ain't weird to me. Ain't no hold. It's a little weird. Mm-hmm. Weird, man. But we definitely gonna tap into that. Make life make sense. Cause we about to talk about that reverse engineering. Too funny. Make life make sense. Yo. We about to tap into that. You know it. Right now. Hey, look, and then they gonna use Boeing. What the fuck? Boeing. We're gonna talk about anti-gravitic technology. All of that shit.
We're here at US Cyber, Frost Days, where our customers get exclusive deals just for them. Something got our own special club. Should we show?
This is the video that you've been waiting for. The one aircraft everyone has witnessed, from Air Force to stargazers to historians and aviation buffs. Triangle in shape, this biplane design seems like something out of a science fiction novel. It can perform incredibly high G turns, undetectable on radar, and was developed from top secret Nazi research captured from World War II. And believe it or not, it would use an engine system that can only be described as anti-gravity magic. Prepare yourself for an impossible video on an impossible aircraft, the anti-gravity TR-3B Black Manta. This video could be dubbed Deja Vu Time because it's a case of here we go again. In fact, this video could even have its own theme song, namely Here We Go by Swedish group Stakaboo, a fun ska rap tune of the 1990s. By the way, the lead singer of that song went on to be the director of the award-winning 2019 HBO miniseries, Chernobyl. Hey, don't say I only talk about aviation on this channel, okay? Yep, I've dived and dug deep and put together another instance of a mystery plane that the US military refuses to acknowledge, and which, for all intents and purposes, doesn't exist.
They did.
Those planes. The fact that this one is also
Make sense. They bailed them out. Just like the bank, just like they bailed out the banks. If I heard you right, that Boeing got the contract. Yes, I'm gonna play it again. Did he say anti-gravity? That's right. Reverse engineering to me. So I'm gonna go back into that right now. That's exactly what he said. Made sense.
We worked together long and hard to get the title, and it's a beautiful number. Tremendous results. You have results like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, a lot of the countries that do so well. I think you're going to have a lot of those results. If you look at Iowa and India, administration headed by Kelly Loeffler, who's a terrific person, will handle all of the student loan portfolio and cherish them, including their parents. Will be totally involved in their education along with the boards and the governors of the states. And it's going to be a great situation. I guarantee that in a few years from now, the top 5 positions. So that's my direction. The United States Air Force is moving forward with the world's first 6th generation fighter jet. Number 6, 6th generation. Nothing in the world comes even close to it. And it'll be known as the F-47, the general's fictive title. And it's a beautiful number, F-47. It's something the likes of which nobody has seen before in terms of all of the attributes of a fighter jet. There's never been anything even close to it, from speed to maneuverability to what it can have to payload. And this has been in the works for a long period of time. After a rigorous and thorough competition between some of America's top aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, is highly.
You heard that? Then you make sense.
Generals and.
You heard it right.
Seen before in terms of all of the attributes of a fighter jet. There's never been anything even close to it, from speed to maneuverability to what it can have to payload. And this has been in the works for a long period of time. After a rigorous,
we don't play
aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, is highly competed for. There was a lot of competition, so many places.
And then talking about had a lot of competition.
Competition between some of America's top aerospace companies. The Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, is highly competed for. There was a lot of competition, generals, and
I'll play that shit one more time, man. This motherfucker said Boeing, man. What the fuck?
A long period of time. After a rigorous and thorough competition between some of America's top aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, is highly competed for. There was a lot of competition.
This motherfucker said Boeing, man.
Been going on for a long time. Very, very tough
I'm
competition.
gonna play that shit one more time, bro. They might ban it, hey, bro. They banned my lives, yo. That's cool. But I'm gonna play that shit again.
And this has been in the works for a long period of time.
Yeah, laughable competition. Nigga.
Competition between some of America's top aerospace companies. The Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, we competed where there was a lot of competition.
I'll play that shit for the people in the back, yo. This motherfucker said Boeing. Do y'all know who Boeing is? That death trap.
Of a fighter jet, there's never been anything even close to it, from speed to maneuverability to what it can have to payload. And this has been in the works for a long period of time. After a rigorous and thorough competition between some of America's top aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. As you know, it's highly competed where there's a lot of competition.
Now check this shit out, yo. Check this shit out. Hey man, like man, this is you got him just like me, yo. Check this shit out now.
More than 5 years after 2 fatal MAX 8 crashes overseas killed 346 people, this morning Boeing has agreed to plead guilty to a single felony charge related to the crashes. That charge, conspiring to defraud the federal government. Boeing confirmed overnight it had breached the plea deal with the
federal government. You got to catch it.
MAX 8 crashes overseas killed 346 people. This morning, Boeing has agreed to plead guilty to a single felony charge related to the crashes. That charge, conspiring to defraud the federal government. Boeing confirmed overnight it had breached.
Did y'all hear the charges? Trying to defraud the government, but the government just gave them a contract. Make it make sense. And that's just born this decade. What about the last 30 years? Out of problem. Yeah. Check this shit out. Play what they've been charged with now. Now imagine all the people that died. Check this shit out.
More than 5 years after 2 fatal MAX 8 crashes overseas killed 346 people, this morning Boeing has agreed to plead guilty to a single felony charge related to the crashes. That charge, conspiring to defraud the federal government. Boeing confirmed overnight it had breached the plea deal with the Justice Department. The deal already, though, drawing reaction.
Victim families feel like Boeing is getting off easy.
Court documents indicate Boeing would pay an additional $235 million fine and be required to invest more than $455 million in compliance and safety programs. What the plea deal does not demand is legal accountability for minimized loss. A multi-flight control system called NCAS was implicated in the crashes. A multi-billion-dollar sum in 2021 allowed Boeing to avoid prosecution, but last month prosecutors accused the company of breaching that agreement.
This whole shit corrupt. Make sense. Ain't none of these motherfuckers worth a damn.
Lawyers blasted what they call a sweetheart deal.
346 people died in those 2 crashes. Therefore, a plea to manslaughter would be more fitting.
Boeing has handled increased scrutiny following a series of mishaps, including a door panel that blew off an Alaska airline.
God damn! All that shit falling apart.
Committed to changes from the boardroom to the assembly line.
We have tried to look at literally everything we do to make certain that that can never happen again.
But those promises ring hollow for the grieving relatives who are calling for even more action.
I think that when people are not held accountable,
This shit make life make sense. Hey, that's why I decided to cover this shit, yo.
We're seeing the case.
Because everybody talking about that Department of Education. Hey, man, look, fuck that trigger.
For us on that story. Tom, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the commercial.
I'll play this shit again, bro. Don't worry.
Pacific on our streaming channel today and to watch, head to today.com/all day or click the link right here.
Listen, bro.
This is a key weekend.
I feel like, yo, cause we talking about the charges are committing fraud to the government. They ain't even get charged with the bodies. See, they settled with a silver suit. 200 they paid an additional 236 million for 346 people that died, bro. These are the same people that got the contract, man. Get the fuck out of here. The people, man. Don't nobody even care. Make life make sense. That's why I cover this stuff. That's why the channel ain't worried about the channel growing. They'll keep throwing my shit. They keep banning my shit anyway. I can put the copyright disclaimer section 107 up. I can say it. It don't matter. It's still banning. That's crazy. Yeah, so we are all in this alone. That's it. I ain't trying to say Trump. Yes, I am. That motherfucker's an idiot. Fuck that. Fuck him. Y'all heard that shit. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. Trump, that's right, that's foul, that's wrong, bro. That's how they can get away with that shit, because y'all had contracts and shit going, y'all had some other shit going on with the military. And y'all say, fuck them lines. That's fucked up. Officially, that on my bad side, dog. You were doing a good job staying on my radar. But no, bro. I knew you was all about pushing technology. I don't even know why I ain't think it's all technology always about the military first. You're crazy, bro. Yep. Now we're about to show how our ET friends have been giving these motherfuckers technology. Well, talking in my mind that this isn't for us. This to protect. I don't know. That in Antarctica, their pockets, right? What they're gonna do is they're doing this to try to fight actual spaceships, they say. See, there are other craft that are in the air that ain't man-made. Okay? The technology is not from this earth. They never seen nothing like this. And this fighter jet allegedly is gonna shoot down an aircraft. And they're gonna make it public. It's like, you seen Independence Day? The movie? Check out this year. Check out Independence Day with Will Smith And you'll see why he slapped Chris Rock on stage. Well, remember, about to look up some shit concerning our little ET friends. Okay? And we getting the okay to push the technology for the military. Wow, okay. And we'll have to watch it again. Absolutely. Absolutely. Check this out.
I don't think so.
You see that? Tiffany, have you seen the movie? That's a good question, Tiff. Have you seen Independence Day with Will Smith? Yeah.
Oh, you got an airbag.
You hear what he say? Hold on. What he say? Talked about being what? Yep. Amen. You hear what he said? Wait till I get another plane. I'm gonna put all your friends right beside.
Wait till I get another plane. I'm gonna do it.
Wait till you get another plane, another F-47. Cause that's the threat, dog. So let me explain it. This craft right here that he brought down, the reverse engineering comes because they dissect this, break it apart, study it, and build it again. What about being watched? I was feeding my cat and her kittens. Yeah, we are definitely being watched by the big eye in the sky. Yeah, I tell you that oil, it looked like an eye, but it kind of reminds me of like a camera. Well, now it's like this. Mhm. Okay. Mm-hmm. We definitely being watched, but who's watching us is also being watched. Like right now, we're being monitored by what I like to call the stalker watchers. These stalker watchers are actually hired by the government to monitor our computer behaviors. What we type in our search engines, how long do we stay on a specific site, how when we text somebody, how long do we communicate, phone call, all of that. All of that's being monitored. Yeah, you have other alphabets that are extensions of the Central Intelligence Agency. I couldn't see it. It's dark out in the building where they are. Oh, okay. What about being watched? I like that. What about being watched? I was feeding my cat. Mhm. I like cats. I like big cats. Big cats are cool, friendly. But yeah, y'all heard it. Fucking Donald Trump hired Boeing, the fucking Dr. Kevorkian of aerospace. Yeah, the Boeing company is a goddamn Dr. Kevorkian of damn aerodynamics, bro. You must want to die. If you want to be a flight attendant for something they built, my. Look up. What do you think? Oh my lord. They want to now play MC Hammer, can't touch this. Yo, they got not just engine problems, yo. They got them doors be flying off the goddamn hinges in the air, bro. But so we're kind of like Korea, except we still have crime. Yup, pretty much. And cheap ass Korean parts. That shit crazy. Dang. And this motherfucker think cheaper, better, bro. Hell no. And not only this, yo, they ain't even thinking about the goddamn sea in the Navy. The Navy, they trying to fight for funding right now. See, that's where the divide is. See, let me explain something. The Navy and the shipyards are pleading to Congress right now to get federal funding so they can increase the production. China's Navy is out in shipbuilding, is out building our ships 235 to 1. So for every one ship we complete, they have already built 235. Okay. You see what I'm saying? It's like our priorities, okay. Why we dealing with air? Why we ain't dealing with the Navy and them raggedy ass ships that they've been using 30, 40, 50 years? What the fuck is that? That deal just broke the craziness machine. Yeah, it did, bro. Yeah, it did make sense. That deal is crazy. Like, yo, he done lost what little credibility he had. It's gone, bro. I ain't fucking with Donald Trump no more. Hell no. Cause if I support him after hearing that, I'm ignorant. That's real ignorance. Ignoring the truth. That nigga crazy. Nah, bro. I don't support that, bro. Hell no. Nope. I just gotta accept the fact. It's like you make sense. We left to take care of ourselves, bro. We left to fend for ourselves. Wow. So that's why I decided to cover that, make life make sense until because that board of education, okay. But this shit is pure insanity. Then you gonna get hey man, we really hired the Koreans to build. Yo, our military about to be whacked. Our shit about to start falling apart, bro. Make life make sense. We island, but I wasn't island. We deal with the lackluster explanation for all those drones flying around. Right. And they were testing them. All them drones are for them planes because the drones are going to be attached to the wings, flying the planes. So it's going to be drone and man-made. You feel me? And guess what? Them drones are electric. Them drones ain't ran by no gas. See how that go? Man. And this motherfucker saying it's a man machine. Man, get the fuck out. You just killed 346 people yesterday. The fuck? Settled out of court with that and had to pay an additional $265 million. Just for your shit to keep fucking up. And then you get charged with felony trying to fraud the government. OMG, y'all. What? Glad you did went live because I hadn't heard about it. Everyone's focused on other things. Right. And those other things make life make sense are what? The Department of Education shit ain't it? See? That's why I love this channel. I love you guys. Because you guys go against the grain. You know what I mean? And that's why I don't be going live much because I don't like regurgitating. I don't like regurgitating, and the shit that be trending don't be of interest. But when I seen this shit, I'm like, man, this nigga crazy. Donald Trump is fucking retarded. For real. So, yeah. This right here is pretty much reverse engineering, like you said, from my ET friend. You know? Yep. And everyone worried about the wrong shit. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I can't do nothing for you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to play that Flavor Flav the other night. I can't do nothing for you, man. I can't change your interest. I can only try to spark an interest. Throw something out there. And if you're interested, that's a whole nother issue. But if you're not interested, what can I do besides get on your nerves? Because I don't have your interest. Now I'm battling for your interest. Because the message is not interest enough. And we understand that interest is a financial term. That's like attention you have to pay is financial. Knowledge you pay for. Knowledge ain't free. Okay, what's the currency? Your attention. That's the exchange. You have to pay. Attention requires being humble, being still, quiet, meek, and open-minded. So you can this deal just slipped by half of the entire US. Thank you, because they are cloaked with other stuff. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, life make sense. That's why I feel like this channel, man. Girl, we are so blessed to have found each other, make life make sense. I'm serious. I'm serious. I know, just like you know, ain't nobody talking about this shit. That's why they be banning my shit. I'd be surprised if this ain't banned. That's why I be begging y'all, man. Y'all download this shit, bro. It's like I literally can't talk about nothing. That's how they trying to. I'm like, the last lie, shut it down. WWE and NBC. And you see all type of people out here doing reaction videos talking about this. You on that? I got this copyright disclaimer in the description. I be saying the copyright disclaimer section 106. Don't even matter. But yeah, the shit is wrong. And the shit is weird. How could you hire Boeing? Now it makes sense. Made life make sense. I'm about to show you. They got charged for trying to fraud the government. Now you believe me when I say you motherfuckers that. See, they won't ban me if I don't show you Zelensky and them dancing at high heels and Donald Trump, him power slamming and clothesline and Vince McMahon on WWF wrestling. See, if I don't show you that stuff, I'm good. But as soon as I start showing you Zelensky and heels and shit, I notice every time I show that video, they block us. They block me, bro. They block me. The damn president of Ukraine, bro. That nigga twerk.
This time of year can be tough, and if your child is feeling pressure, Sylvan can help. Our expert tutors help.
Twerk.
This is a key weekend for Boeing, the Justice Department, and hundreds of families. The U.S. government is waiting to see if major airplane manufacturer Boeing accepts its deal to plead guilty to criminal fraud in connection with two deadly crashes in 2018 and 2019, both 737 MAX jetliners that killed 346 people. Lawyers for the victims say Boeing would also have to pay more than $240 million in penalties and agree to an external monitor. It stops far short of imposing more serious criminal charges and larger penalties that some have asked for. Boeing is supposed to decide this weekend on whether to accept the deal or go to trial. Before we unpack the details,
you know the motherfuckers ain't going no trial.
Whose father was killed in that 2019 Boeing crash. Before I welcome
a big ass forehead.
We don't yet know what Boeing is going to do, but what is your view? Do you want to see Boeing accept that plea deal?
At this point, there's a question as to whether what we want to see matters as the families. I think we would want the plea deal not to have been offered to them in the first place, but would love for them not to accept the plea deal so we could go to trial. And then hopefully there would be a journey or some hope of justice. But I do not expect them not to plead guilty, because I don't think any deal can get any sweeter than this sweetheart deal that they've come to an agreement of, or the extension of the pre-agreed sweetheart deal that they've had with the DOJ.
Tell me why you think it was a mistake for the Department of Justice to offer this deal in the first place.
When a corporation is charged with the death and what we see as the murder of 346 people, and they're charged with fraud to begin with, and you're given a second chance because they've breached the agreement that they said that they would adhere to, you would think that they would come down on them a lot harder and would actually look to hold them to account, not just for failing to comply with the agreement, but also for the death of 346 people. It's ridiculous that we're even having this conversation.
I should say you're referring in that previous deal to a 2021 agreement that was reached between the Department of Justice and Boeing, in which they paid a fine and had some terms they were meant to follow for 3 years or so. But this is a new deal now with what some lawyers argue is a more serious criminal charge they'd be pleading guilty to. And look, some of the lawyers for many of the families say this is better than nothing. Do you accept that argument?
I think nothing on top of nothing is still nothing. The death of 346 people still goes unrecognized by both of these deals. The families still are not being recognized as victims, and also the fact that they're...
So Donald Trump is saying like this to the families. All of them, they don't give a fuck about none of that. See what I'm saying? They ain't got to play no more. They got the deal. Yo, bro. Nah, Trump, man. I can't defend that, bro. I can't even defend that one. You done boxed me in. You boxed me in, nigga. What do you want me to do? You done boxed me in, champ. The Don. The Don, man. Man. Let me check out this damn squad. I know they don't know that. On it down. No, come on, officer.
What is this?
Yeah.
And you feel the crispy chili and the garlic.
Well, shit, it ain't bad. 76.55, ain't, you know. That's both middle finger. You already know, Tiffany. It's both on, girl. It's both middle fingers, sweetheart. Yes. Y'all crazy. It is. It's so black and white. You can't really, you know what I'm saying, say much more than that. It's like I got to go into the alien reverse engineering now. I mean, damn. That motherfucker saying that shit like it ain't happened. I'm serious, bro. Two. Both middle fingers, y'all. I agree with that statement, man. Now check this out.
Inside this hangar, a team of scientists is hard at work trying to reverse engineer a UFO. Witnesses reported a massive craft capable of unearthly performance. But what could explain these capabilities? The investigators have already ruled out rockets and rotors as propulsion for the craft reported by Tim Lee. At 8:13, just minutes before Tim Lee's sighting,
Tim Lee.
Baker reported a huge chevron-shaped craft with 5 lights moving slowly and silently toward Phoenix from the north. Initially, her description sounds similar to the others, but Baker reported that the craft did something beyond imagination. After slowly drifting by, the bright lights changed color, and the craft accelerated at blinding speeds and shot up towards Phoenix. Physicist Pavlos Michaelides investigates. He applies breakthrough physics to the question of how this craft could fly. The scientist is forced to think outside the box.
Okay, we have basically eliminated all the technologies that are available to us today. So now we have to actually start to expand our thinking to perhaps more advanced concepts.
These concepts are so advanced that they still haven't made it from the drawing board to the launch pad. One is electromagnetic propulsion. This advanced system would be powerful enough to make the huge craft.
Okay, electromagnetic propulsion, electromagnetic, that's melanin, okay? That's carbon. Electromagnetic pulses is how our brain communicates to our spinal cord and our nervous system. That's how our central nervous system is made up of electromagnetic field. Real life. Comic game. Yes. Real life shit.
Unlike traditional rockets that use vast amounts of fuel for liftoff, electromagnetism could provide ample power to.
You see those atoms?
Without the need.
You see the atoms?
To create such.
Huh?
Fuel for liftoff. Electromagnetism could provide ample power to spacecraft without the need for propellants.
I've been talking about, girl, look, I don't want to keep talking about the same thing. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons make the atom. I've been talking about black atom, melanin, Tiffany, make life make sense. Y'all my witness. Yep. I know you see them. I know you'll see them. That's why I love y'all, man. I love y'all. I appreciate you. See them other guys in a minute, man. You ain't talking about Jeff and Wayne. But them other guys that Wayne say too much. Where I see, you remember I said I think they thought they might be agents. She ain't seen them lately. I told you. And I was like, ain't gonna say too much. Don't I be on it? But anyway. There it is right now. Boom. Yeah. Six protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. That makes up carbon 12. Okay? Carbon 12. Carbon dioxide. Okay? That's what plants need, carbon. That's what we made up of. Because carbon comes from cosmos. See that? They're orbiting, they moving. They move around the nucleus. You see that? So these elements, different ends are moving. Okay?
We could provide ample power to space. Like traditional rockets that use vast amounts of fuel for liftoff. Electromagnetism could provide ample power to spacecraft without the need for propellants. To create such an energy source, electromagnets are supercooled to extremely low temperatures, and then electricity is applied to them. At these temperatures, Electromagnets demonstrate an unusual behavior. For the first few nanoseconds after electricity is applied, they vibrate. In fact, the magnets vibrate so rapidly, as fast as 400,000 times per second, that they create vast amounts of energy, more than any chemical fuel. If engineers could provide enough power to get it going, then this vibration could provide enough of a jolt to send a craft farther and faster into space than any propulsion system known to man. And it would be silent. Electromagnetic power fits many of the criteria for the craft eyewitnesses described.
I don't even know what to say. Frequencies make shapes like that. Yep.
As long as you provide electrical power, you'll be reasonable.
These shapes are, yeah. And they all start from here. Physics. You're talking about 4, 5, 6 dimensional shapes, tetrahedrons. At some point, you have to explain CERN because, oh yeah, I got you. All CERN is a man-made machine created to smack atoms together, create atoms, to create the God particle, create dark matter at the end of the day, the Big Bang Theory. Out of darkness, God spoke and said, let there be light. They're trying to reenact that through CERN because I just told you, Adam, the creation of man, ADAM and ATOM is the same thing. The spirit and science are the same, but it's been propaganda to separate the two. Kind of like good and evil, light and dark type shit. When they all have a role, you know, like a necessary evil type. So yeah.
As far as the weight is concerned, all these things could be done. Electric will do it. Except mass. See, that's the key. That's the key. Power. Electromagnetism could work, but it requires far more power than scientists can currently generate.
See? So where are they gonna get the power from? Melody. We've been talking about it, y'all. We've been building up to this point. We ain't gotta keep going over the same thing. Melanin is the electricity for the technology, the computer chips. We didn't establish that. I have always thought atom, yes. I thought I made it up. No, come to find out I wasn't the only person who thought it. No, girl. No. But what they won't tell you is atom is black. ATOM is carbon, carbon 12. You see my avatar? People don't like that. There's a problem with melanin. See what I'm saying? And the problem is psychological. But they understand that we are the power to generate their craft, their technology. We are the battery pack. You know what I'm saying? But what they don't understand is the person who they dealing with, once they get in space, the great mother, their weapons ain't gonna work. We ain't gonna be able to, weapons and war is gonna be a thing of the past. That shit about to be over with. OMG, and he keeps talking about we need more power. There you go. There you go. I'll repeat it again, what he just said. Make life make sense. I love you, man. I really do. I really, really dig your spirit. Because you get it. You and Eric 18. You and Eric 18. You just put a piece of my puzzle together. Thanks. Oh, you already know. And remember, melanin is not measured through skin pigmentation only. Okay? It's through the pineal gland and the spine. That's why when you watch Predator, he snatches the spine out for the melanin. That's where the gold is. That's where the soul, the kundalini.
Magnetism could work, but it requires far more power than scientists can currently generate.
See that? So where they gonna get the power from?
Electromagnetism could work, but it requires far more power than scientists can currently generate. You can provide electrical power within a reasonable power supply system as far as the weight is concerned. All these things could be done. Electric will do it. Science, but you don't have to. What's the mass? See, that's the key. That's the key. Power. Electromagnetism could work, but it requires far more power than scientists can currently generate.
See? See? So now,
So look at it this way.
make life make sense. I'm glad you're here, man. Tip, I'm glad you're all here. For real. Mhm. All right, good. Do this first.
Hence, we're not leaving.
Welcome back to Science Click. Today, electromagnetic waves. Imagine a particle that had an electric charge. Due to its charge, the particle generates an electric field around it. This electric field
See that?
is static.
That's how the world was created. Male and female. The nucleus. See, you have the nucleus in the middle, and then you have 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons that are orbiting the nucleus. At Tiffany, I am not sure, but did you catch the 73 today? I think someone is really wrong. That's crazy.
It does not vary over time because the charge is motionless. Imagine now. Welcome back to Science Click. Today, electromagnetic waves. Imagine a particle that had an electric charge. Due to its charge, the particle generates an electric field around it. This electric field is static. It does not vary over time because the charge is motionless. Imagine now that we accelerate this charge. As it accelerates, the particle requires a certain speed. According to special relativity, this speed leads to the appearance of a magnetic field around it. The electric and magnetic fields are intimately linked. They are two components of one
This is what I mean.
object, the electromagnetic
That's what I was
field.
telling you about the point when I went live. See, this is why they be cutting me off.
According to special relativity, this speed leads to the appearance of a magnetic field.
Okay, right here. When I was telling y'all about how the first dimension, the second dimension, and third dimension works, how the first dimension represents the point, which is the beginning. And then once you leave the point and you go through a straight line, that is the second dimension. You see the arrow? That is the line. That is the point. You have the centimeter and then you have the radius extending from the centimeter. So you have the first dimension, the second dimension, and the whole circle represents the third dimension, which is the 3D hologram, which is the hologram that you see there. Okay? Everything is ran off of waves. So wait, Lister. So they lied about what the Big Bang Theory was really. Absolutely. Because they kept the carbon in the dark, the aspect from us, that. Because the creation is spiritual and is science. So when you dissect it and give people one part, you see what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry, I didn't. Anyways, send the link. Yeah, man, send the link to us. Send the link. But yeah, man, that's great. Dang, bro, we've been out here 2 hours already. What? Y'all know it ain't been no 2 hours already. What in the world? But yeah, yo.
Welcome back to Scientific. Today, electromagnetic waves. Imagine a particle that has an electric charge. Due to its charge, the particle generates an electric field around it. This electric field is static. It does not vary over time because the charge is motionless. Imagine now that we accelerate this charge. As it accelerates, the particle requires a certain speed. According to special relativity, this speed leads to the appearance of a magnetic field around it. The electric and magnetic fields are intimately linked. They are two components of one same object, the electromagnetic field, and they will therefore interact with each other. In particular, the magnetic field which has just appeared will disturb the electric field. This disturbance of the electric field will in turn disturb the magnetic field. Step by step, the electric and magnetic fields will influence each other and vary in turn through this mutual disturbance process. The movement that has been imposed on the particle will propagate throughout space, spreading at the speed of light through the electric and magnetic fields. This phenomenon is called an electromagnetic wave.
Yep.
Depending on the acceleration of the particle,
I agree with that, man.
the electromagnetic wave will be more or less energetic. Waves can thus be classified into several categories of energy, depending on the frequency at which they oscillate. We find, of course, visible light with the different colors of the rainbow, but not only that. Infrared, ultraviolet, microwaves, X-rays, radio waves, or gamma rays. All these waves that we cannot see with our bare eyes are also electro.
Sound like me, don't it? Agreed. This sound like me talking, don't it, y'all? Let's go back again.
The particle, the electromagnetic wave will be more or less energetic. Waves can thus be classified into several categories of energy, depending on the frequency at which they oscillate. We find, of course, visible light with the different colors of the rainbow, but not only that. Infrared, ultraviolet, microwaves, X-rays, radio waves, or gamma rays, all these waves that we cannot see with our bare eyes are also electromagnetic waves. The vast majority of this radiation is invisible to us, but thanks to current technologies, we can design special cameras and instruments to detect them or even emit them. This is what is used for microwave ovens, telecommunications, and other remote transmission systems, but also in astronomy and space telescopes. Astronomers observe the universe with different types of waves because this allows them to get a much broader and more detailed image of the cosmos compared with only using visible light. Electromagnetic waves are present everywhere. As soon as charged particles move, change speed or direction, they generate such waves. Moreover, all objects that have a temperature emit such radiation. To understand, it is necessary to look at the microscopic scale. The temperature of an object corresponds to the agitation of its atoms. Atoms are made up of two parts: a nucleus of positive electrical charge and a cloud of electrons of negative charge. When vibrating, the atoms shake their electron clouds. These behave somewhat as if they were connected by a rubber band. All these
Look at that shape.
are therefore constantly accelerated and changing direction. The atoms will
That's a
thus
bar,
emit
that's a
electromagnetic waves, which become more energetic as the temperature of the object rises. The human body, for example, whose temperature is around 37 degrees Celsius, is constantly emitting infrared radiation. These waves are not visible to our eyes. We cannot see other humans glowing.
I'm talking about infrared what? In the planetary alignment.
A very interesting feature of electromagnetic waves is their polarization. As we have seen previously, electron clouds and atoms behave as if they were connected to
everything comes from the dark.
When atoms are agitated, electron clouds vibrate around nuclei in all directions, and the waves that are generated have a very chaotic
Absolutely.
shape. This type of
Spiral
wave is
graph.
said to
Better
be
know it.
polarized. Imagine sending a wave of this shape onto a charged particle.
Yeah, man. Y'all all right? Y'all good? They are going to screw everything up. They can't even get FedEx to deliver right. Dang, you ain't get your package right, man. Yo. What's going on with damn. What's going on with FedEx? What's going on with Fatty, yo?
Electromagnetic spectrum.
For the acute treatment of migraine with or without aura in adult.
Biochemistry playlist. This is also in the anatomy and physiology playlist, and certainly if you're in my anatomy and physiology lab, I do require you to watch this video as homework. You're responsible for this material on the exam, okay? And in this video, we're going to talk about a very important molecule for everybody's skin, and that's a molecule which is known as melanin. So in this video, we're focused on the molecule known as melanin. And why do you ask? Because it's so important that I have you learn it. Well, melanin is probably the primary way that your skin protects the DNA.
Yo, UPS has been in shambles lately too, man. Like, oh, damn. What in the world, y'all? Shit. Probably now. Yeah. The Postal Service, shit. They been fucked up too. A little bit. I'm gonna hit this blunt before we talk about the UV rays and melanin. Y'all doing all right? Y'all good? And the reason why we're talking about this is the damn shit that's gonna be charging up the F-47s. Electromagnetism. Make life make sense, just pointed that shit out. You feel me? So now, it's about to. Hey, y'all. Yeah. Now we about to get today waiting on my drum kit. Oh, you got a drum set. Call me and say we had to respect. You said drum shells. Then I said, did you guys damage it? We don't know. Sorry. Take. Oh wow. Was 2 blocks. Oh wow. Damn, yo, 2 blocks. That's crazy. How long you been waiting on that drum set, bro? So you just waiting on the drum shells for the kit? Damn, yo. This call and said we were going to deliver it tomorrow. Then it's my problem. But I called it Sweetwater. Okay. Yeah. So no one can blame me. Yeah, man. Sweetwater, man. I ordered. I had 16 cabinet, base cabinet ordered from them. Man, that shit came fucked up. Some were rattling in it. But I ain't even take it back, bro. Cause I didn't pay for it. So I know, right? A week, 5 shells. See what I'm saying? Sweetwater, they got good deals. You know, they prices, very friendly, but man, they like the Timu instruments. You really, they definitely like that. Well, I ain't gonna say Timu, they like Amazon. They like the Amazon. Mhm. But yeah, man, let's tap into this metal and that shit right quick. Being that we know what's gonna be powering this shit.
Certainly, if you're in my anatomy and physiology lab, they do require you to watch this video as homework. You're responsible for this material on the exam, okay? And in this video, we're going to talk about a very important molecule for everybody's skin, and that's a molecule which is known as melanin. So in this video, we're focused on the molecule known as melanin. And why do you ask is it so important that I can learn? Well, melanin is probably the primary way that your skin protects the DNA in the underlying tissues. One of the things that might not be apparent to you is that DNA can mutate. Okay.
You hear this shit?
So I'm going to show you.
Man, y'all ain't listening, bro.
In this video, we're focused on the molecule known as melanin. And why do you ask is it so important that I have you learn it? Well, melanin is probably the primary way that your skin protects the DNA in the underlying tissues.
It's powerful
One of
molecule.
the things that might not be apparent to you
Listen though.
is that DNA can mutate.
You hear that?
Okay? And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you a mechanism of how it would do it. The following thing I'm about to show you is not going to be on the exam. Okay, we don't have a prerequisite of organic chemistry for this class, so I can't ask it. But it's just for your information, and hopefully you'll be able to follow it just a little bit. Okay, so I switched to paintbrush now. Basically, what I'm illustrating here, okay, these two molecules right here, these are thymines that would be present in your DNA. Okay, so recall that thymine was a pyrimidine, a nitrogenous base that's located in your DNA. Okay, now what can end up happening is, let's say I expose thymines to light, which is typically abbreviated as HV. So you expose these thymines to light, a very dangerous reaction could potentially occur. And what ends up happening is this double bond right here can split. One of these electrons ends up on this carbon, the other electron ends up on this carbon. And you can sort of see it right here.
Did you hear that man just say carbon? You hear the lingo, right? You hear?
Thymines to light, which is typically abbreviated as HV. So you expose these thymines to light, a very dangerous reaction could potentially occur. And what ends up happening is this double bond right here can split.
This is what CERN is doing.
Ends up on this carbon.
This is what CERN is doing.
And you can sort of see it right here in this picture right here. The same thing can happen to this particular thymine. One of these electrons
what CERN is
end up on
doing.
this carbon, the other electron can end up on this carbon. So this particular type of bond cleavage is called a homolytic bond cleavage. These are very dangerous in biochemistry because they can cause mutations. And this is, thymines are particularly susceptible to this when you expose them to ultraviolet light. Okay?
Now,
so what can end up happening then?
When we talk about mutation, we're talking about X-Men. Okay? Now we're talking about X-rays, mutation, things beyond melanin that can mutate, but to ways beyond the human spectrum of vision. You follow me? That's where we're going with it.
Then is you have these two thymines now with radical electrons. And so now what can happen is they can couple. So these radical electrons can couple like this one can couple with this. And so what you end up getting is a linkage, a covalent linkage between two thymine molecules in your DNA. And this particular type of molecule has a special name because it does happen quite a bit. It's called a cyclobutane thymine dimer. This is a mutation. Okay. Now you do have enzymes to fix this, but wouldn't it be nice if you could prevent this from even happening in the first place? And to prevent this from happening in the first place, that's what ultimately leads us to melanin. So now let's switch back to PowerPoint. And what melanin essentially is it's a protection against UV light from the sun. Okay, so UV light comes from the sun, and what's important to realize about UV light is it's actually quite an energetic form of light. And it's energetic enough to pierce through the cells of your skin and hit underlying tissue thymines and other DNA bases and so forth, and cause mutations like this. So it's energetic enough to do that. Okay? So it would be nice if you could stop the UV light before it gets to those underlying tissues. And it turns out that molecules like melanin actually help prevent.
There you go, make life make sense. It's a powerful molecule. You said it.
So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you a picture of part of a melanin polymer. Melanin is basically a polymer of these repeating units that we're going to talk about in the next video. The units basically consist of two molecules. One of them is called dihydroxyindole. The other is called dihydroxyindole carboxylic acid. Okay. In fact, usually the way they're abbreviated is they're abbreviated as DHI. That's for dihydroxyindole. The other one is DHICA for dihydroxyindole carboxylic acid. And these are the main two monomers that make up a melanin polymer. And the melanin itself is what protects the underlying DNA. Okay? And what we're going to do right now is kind of go over the mechanism as to how that occurs. Okay? Now, I'll tell you what I want you to know. There's some extraneous information that's really just for your education, but I'm going to tell you what you need to know. What you need to know is you need to know that number one, melanin protects the underlying tissue's DNA from UV light. Okay? Because if the underlying DNA absorbed light, then this type of reaction that I showed you in paintbrush might occur. And mutation can lead to things like cancer. So cancer is caused by mutation, and certainly cancer could be lethal. So you'd like to protect the DNA. Okay, so here's a key thing. Free radicals in DNA are extremely dangerous because it leads to mutation, cancer, and death. And that's certainly something that we'd like to avoid. So,
you know, so yeah, without melanin, it leads to death. It is extremely, it's a conductor of electricity. Gotcha. No, I got you. So white people are genetic. Wow, fucked up high, no doubt. We're not superior at all, which is why they lie about certain things. Wow, make life make sense. And it's true of history, and that probably came out the wrong way. Sorry. No. It's just, man, I mean, make life make sense, man. I'm just glad this particular over here with us make life make sense. We don't take that. We don't take no shit like that person. Everybody love each other to the point where I ain't found one person over here weird that be offended or it ain't that type of environment over here. So I'm glad you're saying it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, people being white, that's just one aspect of melanin. But every human being has melanin, and that melanin is in our skin to protect us from the sun. You know? Period. The truth is just the truth. It is. Ain't nothing I can say about it. We all know that man was made from dust. And that dust carbon comes from the cosmos. them knowing our DNA pisses them off, right? Which is pretty important, absolutely, because our DNA in particular gives us direct lineage to the Creator. So you see how all this is important to be protected from the sun. There you right. And change that S-U-N to S-O-N to be protected from the S-O-N. See how that works? To be protected from the sun is to be protected from the S-O-N sun as well as the S-U-N at the same time. Most known carbon dating is also lies. Thank you. They tell us absolutely. But see, they still got to use black. The carbon, you have to, because carbon dating, you have to go black to the future. In order to go back to the future, you got to go black. You know, every other gene is recessive. We are the dominant gene. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons make the atom, which is the number of man. I showed you Black Adam played by The Rock in that movie, what they represented. That whole storyline was letting you know about the Christ consciousness. Everybody has the ability to become Christ conscious. Everybody has a pineal gland, but everybody's pineal gland is not calcified. But everybody has the opportunity to become Christ if you want it. But righteousness is at a 90-degree angle. Righteousness and right angle is the same vernacular. Okay? So the box that they're talking about when they're talking about the F-47 and the quantum leap, the next leap that we're taking, it has everything to do with melanin because melanin is electromagnetic. I'm sorry I had these glasses on, y'all. I had a slight headache, and so light be triggering it. So I put these shades. Yes, absolutely. We are taking the quantum leap and we're done away with binary coding and how DNA works with the classical computer. My brain hurts. Absolutely. It's too much information to download, but we're gonna have to take that leap or we'll get left behind. We're gonna have to leap. Because now they're gonna start getting into holograms. They gotta create a threat, man. You about to see some real movie shit in the sky, bro. You feel me? But I put World War III Iran too, because I want you to hear this shit. Why would you put out a jet if you don't plan on using that bitch? You see, I put World War III there. I ain't just talking about the plane. I put World War III Iran, right? In the title. And I thought it was just AI reset for now. It's so much more. You better believe it. But see, that's what Donald Trump said. AI is ushering in peace, world peace. You know what I'm saying? So in order to have peace, you gotta have a threat first. That part, 100. You already know. You already know. Why? They gotta create a threat against humanity. And AI is going to be the savior of that. But you got to have a battery to run the AI. You got to have that battery, man. You heard it, man. You look at the little electric cars and look at that shit. That shit you only could go about 400-500 miles before you got to refuel that shit again. You know what I mean? Shit crazy. So now you talking about actually flying something, bro. This is total control, yeah. And they're totally negating the other aspects, like the Navy. Why ain't nobody talking about the Navy shit like that? Because you gotta deal with the shipyard workers, bro. And man, there's some shit going on with the mob allegedly. Because now you talking about union workers and teamsters. So I say it's a shadow government, bro. And the shit, the way the shit going, you see the separation in the military, yo. I'm telling you, the Navy gonna be the first to get hit. Already see it. Zelensky told that man that. Because it don't matter anymore anyway about the Navy unless they use them to explore the ocean. That's where the invasion come in from shore. I promise. They ain't gonna be able to come through the air. Our shit superior. You just shit on everybody with that shit. But the Navy is building a 1 to 36. China building 36 ships to 1, man. The sea and shores is where the borders at. It ain't no borders in the air. Ain't no borders. You got fly zone, international fly zone, but ain't no borders. You know, a border means a line. Okay, when a line is invisible, that's not a real line. I mean, as far as an armed force. Oh yeah, yes, right. As far as the armed force, yo, you are right. You are so right. I agree with that. Robots with machine guns, guarding shores, yep. And ain't enough of them. Ain't enough robots. They have underwater drones, unmanned though. I'm sure they do. Well, they got submarines, and they don't have the drone. They got the drones are missiles. The missiles are drones. So it's a drone, but it's a missile. It's a guided missile. You know what I'm saying? But that missile something got to shoot it. And what's shooting the missile? You know what I mean? So yeah, and the drone with the missile, that shit is able to hit a target 500-600 yards away. That's 5-6 football field. Probably more than that. Shit. Once that shit lock in on you, man, ain't nothing you can do. And them submarines are undetectable, bro. Them submarines you don't even hear about that part from the Navy. because it's top secret. They down there, boy. Yeah. That's dangerous, though. Yeah, that's some dangerous shit. Like, what happened if your electricity go out? All the way down there. Like, that's what I mean. Like, something is interfering with, like, let me get into this Iran shit. That's why I want to talk about World War III. This motherfucker is not issuing out these new F-47s that he don't plan on using these. This is the ultimate flex to the world. You feel me? This motherfucker had, you know what I mean? This motherfucker talked about the damn Department of Education this long. And he was like, yo, cut the bullshit. We really here to talk about this motherfucking jet that'll bomb all y'all motherfucking ass if you don't bow down. Yo, that's the new world order shit, bro. Get down and lay down. That's what Donald Trump said with that jet. He was like, bro, y'all see this shit? Y'all might well throw the white flag now. Well, there's that cable underwater. Yeah. Well, there's that cable underwater. You better talk about it. And that cable is the what? Oil pipeline. Let's go, Iran. I got you. Make life make sense. You are on it. That's the pipeline. That's the oil. That's why I'm talking about the Navy. See what I'm saying? We're about to get into it. I see you though. Get to it.
Conscious is the connected workspace where he can do it all. His marketing team.
All right, guys, so it brings me no joy to tell you.
My fault.
کسی حفاظت کنه و شروع کنه بدانه که سیاهی سخت یا مقاومت ها مراکز مقاومت در کشورهای منطقه انگیزه دارن ایران.
He talking about pretty much they can't control me from us using our nuclear. You know what I'm saying?
All right, guys, so it brings me no joy to tell you that it appears like the U.S. government is gearing up for war with Iran. This is genuinely horrifying news, but what you have to understand is everything that's been happening so far, foreign policy-wise, from the second Trump administration, is no accident, and it's no continuation of the Biden years. So people looked at the bombing of the Houthis the other day, bombing of Yemen the other day, and they looked at that more or less as a continuation of Biden's strategy. But that's not the case. As you all know, Trump was warmongering with Panama and Greenland and Mexico and Iran and Venezuela and Somalia and Yemen, and there's a laundry list of countries. And this is all purposeful. Let me play this here for you. This is Senator Rick Scott, and he's going to tell you this is now the mainstream Republican senator position on Iran. Listen closely to what he says here. This is very important.
Stop doing business with Iran. The only way we can do it is hopefully that we have to destroy their economy. It's horrible for the Iranian people, but it's the only way to prevent them from having a nuclear weapon. And maybe we're going to have to go in, or Israel's going to have to go in and destroy their ability to create a nuclear weapon because they cannot have a nuclear weapon. So thank God Trump's there.
He said maybe we're going to have to go in and destroy their nuclear weapon. Maybe we're going to have to go in. This is what he said. Now remember, when Trump was president last time, he was presented with a number of options vis-a-vis Iran. And you know what option he picked?
literally the most hawkish option of illegally assassinating Qasem Soleimani, who was a top Iranian commander on the ground, who, by the way, at the time was fighting ISIS. So he acted as the de facto air force of ISIS. He picked the most hawkish position. That was the first term, too. This term, he's even more unhinged. So here you have Rick Scott saying the fly part out loud, going, we might have to go in there and do something about this. We might have to bomb their nuclear facilities, bro. All right, ready? This gets scary. Ready? Look at this. So Trump came out the other day. He's talking mostly about bombing the Houthis in Yemen, right? Then you get this. Every shot fired by the Houthis will be looked upon from this point forward as being a shot fired from the weapons and leadership of Iran. And Iran will be held responsible and suffer the consequences, and those consequences will be dire. This doesn't even require an analysis. He's just saying it. The Houthis have made clear what their intentions are and what they've been doing. They've been blocked.
All right. Check this out.
Writing independently over at Substack. And they're even considering, apparently, a scenario in which nuclear weapons could be used. So let's break this down. Let's see what the sources are. Let's see how much reality there is behind that possibility. So on Tuesday, Klippenstein reported that Pentagon and company contracting documents that he had obtained describe a unique joint staff planning effort underway in Washington and in the Middle East to refine the next generation of a major regional conflict with Iran. So that planning effort is basically being referred to as a seed project. That's what they've dubbed it. Part of the reason why the project exists is that the Pentagon is re-evaluating Iran's war capabilities. I hope they're taking their time in re-evaluating Iran's war capabilities. I hope they're maybe a little more confident than what we experienced during the Bush administration. But please make no mistake about it. The neocons are back. Okay, they're in charge. Don't let anyone think for a second that the Trump Pentagon is any different from the Bush era Pentagon. Full to the rim.
Boom. She said it. Damn Trump ain't no different from damn Bush. All on full of shit. And I knew that BS on the news. That's all BS from fear mongering. You already know it. You already know it. Iran, get out of here. They ain't got no goddamn news. Them motherfucking sand motherfuckers. What it is, that region is old Palestine. This shit gotta be fulfilled because of the Bible, man. The Middle East. Peace in the Middle East. New World Order, that's what the fuck that means. The whole world gotta be on board. So they taking that. And like you said, saying that they got nukes. They ain't no different from Bush. Bush said the same shit. Trying to go over there, trying to get Iraq. And what we end up staying over there 20 years. Obama shit kept us over there. See what I'm saying? And that was Republican and Democrat. They all in it together, man. Including Trump. At the end of the day, it's all about war. Every great president got a war behind their name. Think about that. War ain't never bad. Trump just told you, yo, we gonna end up selling these planes to everybody. We just gonna scale them back about 10%. This motherfucker dumb. Trump, you bang, bro. You're an idiot, bro. I'm sorry. I'm for real, bro. We ain't got nobody, bro. We fucked. We'll fuck with y'all. That's fucking crazy. You got Boeing. We just seen y'all Boeing with the contract, and they was what charged with felony fraud and trying to fraud the government. Man, get the fuck out of here. This shit's so corrupt on so many levels. It's so wrong. I don't know what to say. Shit is bullshit, bro. Like you said, there ain't no man. Iran ain't got no goddamn nuclear weapon. But what you want, speechless, because this is nuts. It is nuts. It's all out war. Make life make sense. I'm speechless too. That's why I'm glad I'm high as a bitch. That's why I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I had a little headache, so it's like, okay, I got my damn glasses on. My eyes are sensitive to light right now. I just figured I smoked my, man, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I already didn't really fuck with politicians anyway, but I felt like Donald Trump was a businessman and wasn't a politician. So I'm like, okay, let me see what his angle is. Man, he done fucked me up today with this shit. Fuck you. You're a goddamn idiot, bro. Yo, the Boeing Aero Company has killed over 346 people. You got their families mad as fuck. They just settled a civil suit and had to pay over 240 million extra. What the judgment was. And the family still feel like they got off good. Because they was able to take the plea, cop a plea, said it was guilty, and they already knew the punishment. And the family wanted to take their ass to trial. So they were like, man, they got a sweet ass deal, bro. The family. Dang. It's about power and resources. Y'all located all. We better believe it. Power and resources. I couldn't have said it better myself. Couldn't have said it better myself. How the motherfuckers could kill all the motherfuckers. Man. You got goddamn airplane parts coming. I'm talking about not just the engine failure, the damn emergency door flying off in midair, man. You got people that's in the seat flying out the goddamn emergency exit. Really? That's some ghetto shit, man. Oh no, that shit ghetto, bro. They probably got all type of damn masking tape, duct tape, man. Boeing, man. Oh, come on. And it goes back to the workers. They're not investing the money in training. But yet, you got motherfuckers still on top of that. It's crazy. I can't believe this. I knew they probably all getting a Tesla now. I'm glad you said that now since the announcement of the contract. Yes, girl. Donald Trump's uncle stole Nicholas Tesla's information and sold it to Elon Musk. Donald Trump sold Nicholas Tesla shit. They made a deal through his uncle because Donald Trump's uncle is a scientist. and stole Elon and stole Nikola Tesla's shit. And so Donald Trump had all of Nikola Tesla's shit and sold it to Elon Musk to start Tesla. Here's your payout in a Tesla. Move along now. Here your loved ones want you to live for them. Right. Condolences. Damn right. That's right. But we about to get an overflood of other vehicles. Tesla about to be the hoopty of vehicle. Well, he named his company Tesla. Wake up, people. Thank you. Somebody gets it. Somebody gets it. And that's why I ain't worried about everybody waking up. Make life make sense. Sure ain't. You comment like that, I'm just honored. I'm honored that you even in here. You let me know what it is based on your response. Yeah. About to bomb the shit out of Iran. But see, they use Jerusalem to do it. Well, like I said, man, they ain't show their shit for no reason.
He moves to the fourth and fifth generation.
Sure. I'm sorry, I need to reset now. Hello, great live, my friend. No doubt, man. You get some rest, man. For real, yo. I just figured I'd come on here and just shed some light a little bit, man. I ain't planning on staying here alone. I promise I did. Not tonight, but I did want to just come on here for a little bit. Just shed a little bit of light. That's all. That's all.
I'm thrilled to announce that in that direction, the United States Air Force is moving forward with the world's first sixth generation fighter jet, number sixth generation. And nothing in the world comes even close to it. And it'll be known as the F-47. The generals picked the title. And It's a beautiful number. F-47. It's something, the likes of which nobody has seen before in terms of all
Oh,
of the
you welcome,
attributes of
mate.
a
Life
fighter
makes
jet.
sense.
There's never been anything even close to it, from speed to maneuverability to what it can have to payload. And this has been in the works for a long period of time. After a rigorous and thorough competition between some of America's top aerospace companies, the Air Force is going to be awarding the contract for the next generation air dominance platform to Boeing. I'm thrilled to announce that at my direction,
This should never get old, bro. Make life make sense, man. Blessings, man. For real. Enjoy your weekend. Man. Go live again. We'll be there, no doubt, man. Number 6. Stay, and talking about, I'm telling you, girl, the 6. I've been telling y'all about the 6 proton system. I've been saying it. Yes, girl. I've been talking about that electromagnetic propulsion and how these things are going. All science. I ain't hold it out. That's what I want to show. Oh, tippy tip. Good night, man. Late sense. Yeah. I gotta work in. Yeah. Ask me, brothers, right quick. Night, Tiffany. Have a great night.
Worldwide's got a lot of experience building high performance architecture. We've been doing that for folks from the largest organization.
U.S. President Trump, alongside the Secretary of Defense and Air Force generals, unveiled the long-awaited next-generation advanced
Oh,
fighter.
man, life makes sense. I'll be sure to tell him. I'll probably have him up here on the next live. Because he started going upstairs with me now. When I be doing a live, he'll follow me now. So he'll be looking like he be wanting to stick around. So I think I might have him up here next time. If he a good dog. He just loves attention, man. So we'll see. But I would tell him, man, life makes sense. That's sweet. I'll tell buddy, say good night for sure. He really appreciate it. But, get some rest, man. Get some rest. Tiffany said, thank you. You as well.
Part of the NGAD family of systems. So what do we know about it? Its name is going to be the F-47. Where did that come from? Who the heck knows? F-35's designation had already skipped a lot of numbers, throwing logic out the window, and history is repeating itself. Curiously, the current Trump's presidency is 47th in U.S. history. Anyway, the contract was won by Boeing, which may be due to Air Force's dissatisfaction with Lockheed Martin. All that's known about plane's appearance comes from 2 image renders released by the Air Force. They show a plane with a very distinct shine starting from the plane's nose. One of the images pretty clearly suggests canards with a high dihedral angle, meaning pointing upwards. The other image doesn't show those canards, though the whole image is more artistic, and more of the plane is hidden in the clouds and vapor. Curiously, the wings seem to have the same dihedral angle. That is quite unusual and likely there due to stealth reasons. Planes like F-22, F-35, and China's J-20 and J-36 all have a potential radar signal trap when looked from the side, right where the wing meets the lower fuselage. F-47 seems to be avoiding that spot with a single diamond-like cross-section when looked at from below or the sides. There is of course some similarity with Boeing's bird of prey demonstrator aircraft. That was a tiny plane which flew in the 1990s. It allegedly managed such a low radar cross-section that it could be seen by naked eye, but not tracked by fighter jet radar, even from just a few miles away. Its alleged radar cross-section value was minus 70 decibels, orders of magnitude less than F-22's minus 40 decibels.
Oh, buddy,
And that
I
was a
know, right?
30-year-old stealth technology.
Mr.
The real
Mr.
power
Rest
of
of
the
your eyes.
F-47 is
May
not
help you,
visible,
Tip.
so nothing can be
Oh,
really
okay,
said about it.
Tip. I
But two
will.
more details are interesting. One, the canopy looks fairly wide compared to the rest of the plane. And two, the front landing gear shows a single wheel, unlike, for example, the twin landing gear of the much bigger and heavier Chinese J-36 fighter. So it seems plausible that this plane is not really some huge 50-foot wingspan, 70-foot long behemoth. It's quite plausible that it's around F-22 size or even smaller. Sure, it's theoretically possible the wide cockpit features side-by-side seating, but would the plane then have a single-wheel front landing gear? Probably not. For the longest time, the Air Force hinted at the need for the sixth-gen fighter possibly being quite large and heavy. That seems to be the route China picked with its J-36. But since last year, the Air Force also suggested a smaller F-35 sized plane might also be viable. This may indeed be what we are seeing now with the shown F-47 renders. The Air Force also released this statement by General Alvin, its chief of staff. Various expected superlatives are used. F-47 is to be the most advanced, lethal, and most adaptable fighter ever. But some curious details also follow. Its design
Most adaptable. And what did we say? That's melanin. Melanin is tech. Melanin is intelligence. Melanin mutates. Okay. We know that in order to power this technology, we need electromagnetic material. Okay. That's melanin. I just want to leave y'all with that. Wow. Please understand.
Attention shoppers.
Please understand. Ain't no president thinking about your ass. Motherfucker saying confident. Fucking Dr. Kevorkian in space. Bozy is doing a contract. And evidently, shit, they've been doing a contract since the 90s. God damn. They've been sticking. You tell me, how Donald Trump gonna talk about the shit with skill, competition with skill, but you been using the same company since the fucking 90s to build your other shit. Get the fuck out of here. You need to stop it. try to show up. You know he lying to. I'm talking about that man lying to his team. I'm talking about the stiff competition. When he looked off from the camera, I knew right there. I was laughing. There was some stiff competition. Like he tried to look over there at the generals for confirmation. I love y'all very much. Tiffany, I'm about to take your advice. Close my eyes, give some rest. Nah, the tone of his voice. Yes, that's what gave it away. The tone. It was his tone, yo. It was his tone, indeed. His body language, man, the motherfucker looked over, man. It was, all of them were wrong. I really appreciate y'all. Real love, it was. Yo, man. I'm so glad that people that stopped through, that were meant to stop through, that were meant to stop through. Wow. You know, I really appreciate y'all. Like I said, this topic was definitely popular. So just like the plane, able to fly under the radar. I'm good with that. So, appreciate y'all. Chip. Good night to you, man. Make life make sense. I appreciate you coming through. Wayne, I appreciate you coming through, my brother. Man, I appreciate all y'all who came through. So, peace and love. Man, World War III. Yo, it's in Revelations, man, 12 and 9, man. Talks about war. Matthew 28 talks about wars and rumors of war. Revelations 12:9 talks about world peace in the Middle East. So, yeah, man. Oh, they pulling out the jets. You know they gonna use them. So, and they gonna have the whole world using these motherfuckers. NWO, I hope you ready. World War III. Peace.